Alright, so, welcome back. Before we get started with Wind Waker today, and the reason why I'm playing Wind Waker is because, dun, 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 we got the GameCube controller. So, that's what we're going to be starting with right now. But I preemptively opened the app. Give me 1 second here. Make sure we're all good. Alright, so preemptively I opened the GameCube app and I realized that was a big mistake because something cool happens. Because it changes to purple, you know, with the transition sound effect. And then I try to go over here. This is rad, dude! Like, I love that it uses CRT filter, but Sunshine is nowhere to be found. So that's freaking awesome. So we're gonna start playing Wind Waker. So let's do it up. Oh, it's this. That's the spam. Okay, that makes sense. Because the GameCube never had SL or ZL or whatever. It just had one Z button. That is where, you know, R would traditionally go. So, I've already played through Wind Waker before, so I am going to be using a walkthrough for this playthrough. And I played it recently. I played it right before Tears of the Kingdom came out, because it was the last, Zelda game I hadn't beaten and rolled the credits on before that game came out. And I played I played the HD version on Wii U because I had a Wii U. So yeah. Alrighty, so here we go. We waited long enough for the little cutscene to play. It's about one of the legend of which the people speak. Long ago, there existed a kingdom where a golden power lay hidden. It was a prosperous land blessed with green forests, tall mountains, and peace. But one day, a man of great evil found the golden power and took it for himself. With its strength at his command, he spread darkness across the kingdom. But then, when all hope had died and the hour of doom seemed at hand, a young boy clothed in green appeared as if from nowhere. Wielding the blade of evil's bane, he sealed the dark one away and gave the land light. This boy, who traveled through time to save the land, was known as the Hero of Time. So obviously referencing Ocarina of Time. The boy's tale was passed down through generations until it became legend. Get it? Because it's Legend of Zelda. Get it, guys? Do you get the reference? But then, a day came when a fell wind began to blow across the kingdom. The great evil that all thought had been forever sealed away by the hero. Once again crept forth from the depths of the earth, eager to resume its dark designs. The people believed that the hero of time would again come to save them. But the hero did not appear. Faced by an onslaught of evil, people could do nothing but appeal to the gods. In their last hour, as doom drew nigh, they left their future in the hands of fate. What became of that kingdom? None remain who know. The memory of the kingdom vanished, but its legend survived on the wind's breath. On a certain island, it became customary to guard boys in green when they came of age. Clothed in the green of fields, they aspired to find heroic blades and cast down evil. The elders wished only for the youths to know courage, like the hero of legend. And there we go. That's the opening to the Wind Waker. I kind of forgot that was a thing in general. Just kind of started playing, you know. But anyway, we're gonna start here. It's not even here. I did start a quest log on the last save, but I guess I didn't save it, so I guess let's just go. And of course, we're gonna name ourselves Link. Because, of course, why wouldn't we? Let's go. What? This is awkward. This is awkward. Can I really not skip this? I am pressing every button. This is awkward. I forgot it played on file select. Bro. Well, guys. Hey, look at his game chat. 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 Oh. Is the capture... Can you... Hey, the capture button's working. Nice. This is annoying. I regret my decision. I guess while this is playing, we can talk about the plans of things that I'm playing, I guess. If you're watching these videos in chronological release order, you'll know that my last video was Nintendo Switch to Welcome Tour Part 2. And I'll preface this again when I make a Part 3 of that series. But my plan for the rest of that game is we're just going to do this stuff on the TV. We'll play through the game. And then when we reach the end and we'll have everything done, then we'll go back and we'll do a bonus video or 2 or 3 or however many we need to do all the stuff that we have to do on handheld mode. And if I ever get a 4K TV in the future, then we'll go back and do that one tech demo. But sadly, that's not going to be anytime soon. So maybe when I'm 30, we can do that. But anyway, so yeah, we have that going on. We have all the game. I want to play all the GameCube games that presumably ever get released on here, because GameCube is the biggest, like, because I'm pretty good with playing a lot of video games, but GameCube has just been that console that eludes me, partially because it's expensive and partially because I'm too lazy to mod my Wii, even though I've done the same for my 3DS and Wii U. So big rip. You know, so I could have done that way, but I don't know. I've just never done it. Partially because I've done a lot of Wii stuff already. That was like, you know, early on. So want to learn some lore. I marked down all my stuff on this like Google document called Game Statuses. And that started when I was in middle school. We're really going back in time here. You know, and initially the goal is, as I called the document, the new effects. And basically it was a goal of, I was kind of running out of games to play. I really didn't. There was a lot of good shit that I hadn't played that I had on my list. And oh, this is awkward. My story is still going. I guess I can still tell my story on the first piece of dialogue. Um, so yeah, I've had games running ever since then, and I haven't really replayed that much since then in the interim. So I'm replaying Wind Waker because I want to play every version of every Zelda. Ambitious, I know, because that can get really, really deep. But you know, so this is the GameCube version of Wind Waker, and off the bat, you know, kind of discharging that whole thing. This looks really good. I know these games are slightly upscaled, or whatever. They're improved for Switch 2. I don't know exactly what they've done to them, but I know they've been improved for Switch 2 in some way. So they're not exactly the GameCube versions. They're a little bit better. I think that just applies to visual fidelity. I forgot that I was supposed to be reading text. I might do that a couple times, but yeah, it looks a lot better. This is my favorite spot to gaze out at the sea. When I play with the gulls, I call it Arrow's Lookout. So, do you remember what day it is today? I love Link's expression here. It's a good meme. You're still half asleep, aren't you? Did you forget? Big brother, it's your birthday. Actually, how does Link forget his birthday? You can't be that clumsy, Link. Actually, there's a lot of times in this series where Link has been clumsy, so especially in the older games. Like Ocarina. So when he was like Navi's like gotten on him or whatever. You know, I think that happens. There are other games that happen there too. It happens in A Link to the Past, I think, a little bit. You know, it definitely happens in other games too. Anyway, that's why Grandma's been waiting for you to come back to the house. She's been waiting for a while now. It's a good thing I came to find you. You should probably go home and see what Grandma wants, don't you think? Yo, alright, we have control of the game. Let's go. Oh wait, I'm pressing the wrong button. Pressing the wrong button. Wish I could. Targeting mode. Yeah, it's hold. Rumble feature, turn that on. Yeah, that's... It feels like I have an input delay. Wait, I just realized these are analog triggers. I'm pressing this with analog, like I'm not actually... I'm gonna bring the controller close. So this is me doing an analog press. You can hear a little bit of it. This is me doing a hard press. See, I'm actually clicking the button. So that'll actually be really interesting how they adapt sunshine. Excuse me. You know, I really wonder how they're gonna do that, because it's not like you can just. I mean, you can just assign it a button. We saw that with 3D All Stars, but I don't know if they would actually do that just for that one specific game. Because if I go into change controls, does it actually like? If I look at R and L. Yeah, it's not. There's nothing about like how, you know, things are. I don't know, it just feels like input delay. Maybe it's just how Wind Waker works. I don't know. I could have just dropped down the ladder, I just realized. We just climbed down. For the cinematic... I'm gonna shut up. I was about to say for the cinematics, but you know, I don't think that's how we roll around here. Watchtower, Forest of Fairies. So yeah, Forest is up here, but can't go that way yet. I'm just gonna take objective here because, you know, we'll obviously be back here. It's a Zelda game. It's how that stuff kind of works. Whee! Before Switch 2 came out, I was doing a lot of... That was a weird lunch grab. I was doing a lot of Twilight Princess HD. Because my little side journey on my quest to do every version, because I know every version is going to take a while. So I was going to do a side journey where I've been doing every master mode, / hero mode, / whatever. And Twilight Princess has been really fun by doing that. I don't think, can you get this 5 ruby without, or 10 ruby or whatever it is? I don't think you can. I'll grab this. Oop. Forget. It feels like I should be pressing Z. It feels like I should be pressing Z. That's the item button, by the way. I was pressing Z, Y, and X. But it feels like I should be pressing Z and not R because of the way, like, controllers are. You know, because on like, you know, every modern controller in existence, you know, it's like, oh my god. Dude, I did it again! I did it again. I'm gonna do this, like, all day. Because if I change to this, hold on. This might take a while. Because if I change my controller, and I change back to Joy-Con, like, and this is me pressing, like, the button. That's where I think it is. But it should be this. Because in here, it thinks that the button, because this is where Z is. But what I'm thinking is I'm pressing ZR, because it's actually R. That's the confusion that I'm having. Which is screwing me mentally. Oop. Dude, I'm gonna be messing up buttons all day, every day. Yeah, so we're just gonna continue the story here. Where is she? Oh, she's up here. We gotta inspect the shield or something. I don't know. I forget how sword progression works here. I've only played the game once, so my memory's faulting me. Doing a light walkthrough here on my computer here, just to make sure I'm not, you know, going to be here for 50 hours. I have to read dialogue. I'm going to forget this. Time certainly flies. I can't believe you were already old enough to wear these clothes. Again, good meme expression from Link. You got the hero's clothes. They look like they might be a little warm for this weather. Don't look so disappointed, dear one. Just try them on. Today is the day to celebrate. It is the day that you become the same age as the young hero spoken of in all the legends. You only have to wear them for one day, so don't look so down. Be proud, child. In the olden days, this was the day boys were finally considered to be men. They were taught the ways of the sword to prepare them for battle with their enemies. But we don't live in such an age any longer. Our ways are the ways of peace. Nowadays, I suppose Orca is the only one on the island who still knows anything about swordplay. Hanging the family shield on the wall as decoration is another tradition that has been carried down from those days. Does all this make sense to you? Isn't that nice, Link? These suit you perfectly. A perfect fit. Well, tonight I'm going to invite the whole town over for your birthday party, so I'd better start getting ready, shouldn't I? Your grandma's going to make your favorite soup for you tonight. I just know you're looking forward to it. Now go. Now, excuse me, I can't. Dude, I'm reading dialogue. Now, go get your sister, Arrow. Whoa, well, hey, hold on. That rumble is weird. That rumble is weird. I know this is a thing that it can never be displayed well on videos, but That feels weird. It actually feels like it feels like I get a vibration, and then it like hones back, and then it does it again, and it feels like it's actually like the sound effect of him bonking into the wall. That's that feels weird. That feels really weird. I don't know. I feel like explained it terribly, but I tend to do that, and just in general. So, bro, Snot-Nose Kid probably has a name, but I just don't know it. I don't even know what island is that. I don't know. I don't even know. But dude, look at the draw distance. It's insane. Why are all the seagulls like right next to Errol? It's for that shot probably. That shot was really cool. Ah, oh wait, big brother, did Ground make that outfit for you? But wow, you look like you'd be way too hot in those clothes. I guess they're pretty neat though. So anyway, Link, can you close your eyes and hold out your hand? Just for a second. I'm going to give you my most treasured belonging, but just for one day. Happy birthday! You got the I forgot Errol like does like a expression in the background. You got the telescope. This is your sister's most precious belonging. Treasure it dearly. Set it to Y, Z, or X, and use it by pressing whatever button you set it to. Do it now and see what you can see. So, well, do you like it? I'm letting you borrow this special gift just because you're my big brother. Aren't you lucky? Oh, why don't you try it out? Right now. Try looking over at a house from there. From here? I gotta get used to this. I did. So I guess I'll set it to Y. Are you looking at the post box? Oh, no, it's inverted. It's inverted. It's inverted. I don't know. If you've seen my welcome tour video, and I hate camera inversion. Camera inversion is my worst enemy. I love the expression on the bird there. Has a name, but and I know what it is. No, just not saying it for spoilerific reasons. Link, this is so terrible. That girl fell into the forest. She needs help. But it's too dangerous for you to go in there without something you can use to defend yourself with. I wonder what we need to do. I love those early Zelda puzzles. I took no fall damage, what? That's interesting. Dude. Oi, Link! Press L right here and use A to talk to me. Try it. Stop. That's correct. You're a smart one. You, my friend, have just L targeted me. You see, when you press L, you can target certain objects. I, for one, use it quite often to talk to folks who are far away from me. Of course, even if there isn't anything around to target, you can press L to face forward. You know, it's quite handy indeed. There are a myriad of other ways to use L targeting as well. Quite an ingenious little thing if I do say so myself. Of course, that's not the only trick in my bag. Not remotely. I can teach you a few more things if you just climb up that ladder over there and drop it in my room. Again, English is hard. That was some racket outside, wasn't it? On another topic entirely, maybe it's just my age, but lately I've had quite a hard time seeing things from a distance. I don't remember what happens if you go in this room. I forgot this music was a thing. So soon, my. If you're already old enough to be wearing those clothes, then it's going to be very important for you to gather as much wisdom as you can from now on. If you're to make your way in the world that is Link. Now, I've been studying a wealth of topics since long before you were born. I'm what you'd call a brain of all terrains. You're a smart little fellow yourself, aren't you? I've been thinking it's time for me to pass some of my wisdom down. Maybe you're the one I should pass it down to. Everything that you see tacked to the walls here is something that I've researched thoroughly. Before you ask, yes, I do know my filling system is odd. Organizational issues aside, however, it's all extremely useful information. You do well to read it all very carefully. Reading leads to knowing, you know. Such a racket. Can't you keep quiet? You've knocked everything off my shelves, you dreaded hooligan. It's about gravity. Honestly, the hooligan I'm referring to is my younger and much less intelligent brother who lives just downstairs. He hates studying. All day, every day. The loud just exercises and practices with his weapons. Does he exercise his brain? No. The brain's a muscle too, I think. Anyway, the only thing he does study is the art of fighting. Right now, for instance, he's been studying fencing and whatnot. As if that's of any use to anyone. He simply doesn't know how to do anything besides exercise. I ask you, what's a brother to do? It's called deal with it. The energy of life. To be young is to know no limits to one's stamina. Become stronger 1 month. Excuse me. You know what? That's a weird one. You know, like when you yawn and then you talk. We're playing Zelda, by the way. To be young is to know no limits to one's stamina. Become stronger, one must first know oneself. The 3 hearts in the upper left shows one's current life energy. Perhaps a fancier way to describe it would be called a life gauge. As one experiences trials and hardships in life, one will naturally gain more hearts. However, if one is injured and takes damage, those hearts will decrease. At such times, it will be possible to replenish one's health by cutting grass and finding hearts. Okay. I think this is the room for people that have never played a Zelda. Do not underestimate the sea. It's easy to get swept up by a little success at swimming, but the sea can be a fickle. Swimming for too long will drain one's energy and eventually one will sink. Watch the round icon on the bottom right while in the water to swim timer. One should be sure to get back to shore. Again, by the way, to shore before one's swim timer runs out. If one doesn't, I can't be responsible for what happens next. Well, actually, dude, there's like 9 of them. I'm sorry, but I'm not reading all that. I'm sure the people that are watching this have at least played one video game in their lives. Otherwise, why are you here? You know, don't drown. Don't take damage. You're gonna get more health later. Like, first game syndrome. Oh, what is the matter, Link? You have an urgent look about you. Has something happened? Whatever it is, from the look on your face, I suspect it is no laughing matter. What say you, Link? Have you come for some serious instruction in the way of the sword? Yes, sir. Very good. Your first lesson shall be the horizontal slice. Face me and press B. Do not fear for my safety. I am ready for you. Before we actually begin here in this little fighting tutorial, this is my favorite Zelda combat system. So, let's do some cool shit. So first of all, it's just a basic slice. Good. Keep coming at me until you hear me say very good. Very good. Next is the vertical slice. Hold L to target me, then press B. So I like this combat system because of the hits. I want you to listen to the hits. It feels like the nice, like, bop sound effect. A part of that is because of this tutorial. But, like, there's just the slicing sound effect is, I think, everywhere in the game. It's kind of subdued by the tutorial sound effect, but it feels really good. Very good. Next is the thrust. L target, then tilt the left stick up and press B. I don't even know. I should just say analog stick because this thing is the C stick. It's not called the right stick. It's called the C stick. Very good. Keep thrusting. Oh, he got me. Oh, he pressed my L targeting. Oh, dude, because I'm not angled correctly. There we go. It's because I wasn't holding... You have to hold it in the direction of the enemy. Next is spin attack. Hold B briefly to build up your strength, then release it. Why would I do that when I could do quick spin? Because quick spins on a Gamecube controller are very, very satisfying. Next is harder. This is a parry attack. L target until you see A. Then quickly press A to perform a defensive strike. I think Twilight Princess has something similar to this, but I think in one of the upgrades that you can get. But this is the only game that has this until Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, which have an actual parry with the shields. So I'm stupid. Yeah, because then you can do reactionary stuff and it's cool. And Link usually does something rad like that. Like, dude, does like a little whirl move, a roll move, and then like spins around, which you can do in Twilight Princess automatically, or via upgrades without having to wait for the QTE, I guess is what you would call it. But it's very nice. But also jump attack, gotta have that. It's a fine display. And yet I sense a certain anxiousness in the sword you hold. An eagerness that goes far beyond the mere desire to be wielded on the fields of battle. I do not know what has happened, but I have faith in you. Somehow I doubt you will misuse that sword. You may have it, Link. I give it freely. Take the blade with you. You accepted the hero sword. Wield it with B. Use it wisely and carefully. You don't want to let down that kind old man who has entrusted it to you. Since the olden days, this sword has been used to fend off evil. Its blade is infused with the desire to become strong and righteous. Be strong, Link. The way that Link bends in that cutscene looks kind of weird. I gotta feel this. God, it feels so weird. I can't get over it, dude. So obviously, if we have a sword, we have means to attack others. But what if we had a means to defend ourselves? Go to Link's house. Or I guess Grandma's house. What's up? Link, what is that thing you have on your back? Why are you carrying a dangerous thing like that around? Don't need to know, Grandma. Don't need to know. Wait, does it not? Does it not? I thought you rolled in it. No, that's in Twilight Princess. How do you get this again? Oh, we just don't get it right now. Never mind, I'm an actual idiot. Then the highlights compilation. Here I was doing all this like, yeah, we do a little Zelda puzzle. God, quick spins on Gamecube controller feel really good. Oh, that's like, that sound feels good, man. It feels good. I can see why people like to use this controller in Smash. Yeah, because this is the first ever actual GameCube controller I've ever used before. So, I did buy one, but I found out it was a knockoff. I have two of those, actually. First one, I was actively looking for one that was not a knockoff, and I still accidentally bought a knockoff. Woo. Because GameCube controllers are expensive because people like to use them in Smash and whatnot. I don't know. I really wanted the GameCube controller for games like Wind Waker and like Sunshine, and eventually I hope to God they'll add melee someday. I feel like it's inevitable at some point, you know? Anyway. Fairy fountain side ahead. Increase your fortune. I want to increase my fortune. Hey, we got money. Let's go. Yeah, you can't attack this. I think in other Zeldas, and I think even later in this game, you can cut down rope bridges. But not now. And I hope that's not annoying in the video, because I'm probably going to be quick spinning a lot in this playthrough. Because, one, it feels so satisfying. And two, when I said earlier that I've been playing Twilight Princess, I've been quick spinning a lot in that game. Because hero mode can get pretty dangerous, and quick spin tends to have, like, you know, because it attacks all around you. So it can be a pretty safe get-off-me tool in a lot of situations. And in a lot of situations, you tend to be in group fights. So it helps. All right, here we go. See, I'm scared. Why am I scared? I'm not even in hero mode. Hero mode was not a thing when this game came out. Well, see, dude, you do not take a core. That was the worst, by the way. Remember when I said earlier that I thought this game's combat was good? Yeah, that was not a good. That was not a good demonstration of that. I'll say, dude, I'm messing up my camera movements. There we go. Oh, and hearts drop too. Hearts don't drop in Twilight Princess. I'm probably going to be playing it too safe because, you know, muscle memory from Twilight Princess. Also a big boulder. I remember that for later. I think it was this fight in particular that told me this game's combat is pretty fun. See, look at that! Look at that shit, dude! It's a gimp, dude. It's a gimp. Feels really good. Dude, the GameCube controller spins are freaking awesome. I'm sorry if I'm talking about the controller a lot. New shiny. Kind of how I work. Ouch. Also, it's kind of the only difference outside of the graphics for me personally, and the fact that I'm, you know, playing with a GameCube controller. Wow, what's with that get up? Well, whatever. So where am I? Oh, that's right. That giant bird came in. Miss Tetra! Oh, thank goodness you're safe. When I saw you get dropped on the summit, I thought for sure you'd... Summit? So that bird dropped me on the top of a mountain? Well, wasn't that nice of it? Well, don't just stand there. Let's go. Time to repay our debt to that bird in full. But miss, what about this boy? Don't worry about him. Come on. just the nonchalant movement kills me. Because normally he's very expressive. Oi, big brother. Brother! Stupid kid! Get a hold of yourself. She's gone. There's nothing you can do. What? You want to come with us on our ship? Do you understand what you're asking? We're pirates, you know? Pirates! The terror of the seas? What do we get out of bringing some helpless little kid along with us? I'll tell you what we get. A headache. I know how you must feel with your sister having been kidnapped and all. But that doesn't really have anything to do with us now, does it? And how do you figure that? Whoa there. Just who are you? Where do you get off butting in on someone else's conversation? Please. All I mean to say is that if you big bad pirates hadn't come to this quiet little island, that poor girl wouldn't have been snatched away by that bird. And just what do you mean by that? Just be quiet for a moment and I'll tell you. Now, as my work entails delivering letters, I spend much of my time traveling amongst the many different islands. As a result, I hear many things. Haven't any of you heard word that young girls have been getting kidnapped lately from all regions of the Great Sea? No matter. Whether you've heard it or not, that seems to be the case. Young girls with long ears like yours have been getting kidnapped, never to be seen again. And unless my eyes fail me, the young girl who was just kidnapped from this island also has long ears, does she not? Much like you do, Miss Fearsome Pirate. My point is that the bird mistook that poor girl for you. That's why it grabbed her. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was young Link here who saved you from the monsters in the forest, wasn't it? Is this true? Oh, and while I'm at it, I may as well tell you that the bird that kidnapped both you and Link's sister has made its foul nest to the north on the heights of the Forsaken Fortress. The Forsaken Fortress? Isn't that the place where... So what are you going to do? Under the circumstances, I don't think it would be unreasonable for you to give Link a little help now, would it? I don't need you to tell me that. Even if I were to consider it. Lately, I've heard nothing but evil rumors about this Forsaken Fortress. You can't possibly mean to go there with nothing but that cheap little sword. That's not brave. It's stupid. I mean, come on. I mean, even a simple little island like this has to have something you could use as a shield. You know, something to protect yourself with? Anything? Tell you what, if you come back with something like that, we'll let you stow away on our ship. Oh, and one more thing. Once we leave, you won't be coming back here for a while. So you better say goodbye to your family while you have the chance. I don't want you getting all weepy-eyed and homesick on me. Here comes the obligatory, this is the moment when we do that. No, I like that moment for characterizing all the pirates and whatnot. What is it, Link? Please, tell Grandma what's troubling you. And where's Arrow? She's still playing outside with the gulls? Well, Grandma, I gotta steal the shield. But where did it go? It's not here. Hey, Grandma, do you know where the shield went? Link. Is this what you're looking for? Take it with you. You got the hero's shield. This is the legendary shield said to have been used by the hero himself. Hold R to defend yourself. You can also hold R to defend while L targeting. Again, expression that doesn't scan. I guess it is true. Arrow really has been kidnapped, hasn't she? What kind of monster could take such a sweet young child? Oh, Arrow. Well, now that that's all happened, I don't know, trying to come back from conversation from that kind of touching scene. We do have a new resident over here. And if you've played a Zelda game, Give her 3 cheers for Beetle. Oh, yeah, the classic. A customer, welcome to Beetle's Shopship. I deal in pretty much anything and everything. Do you have anything you don't need? If you do, show it to me. I'll pay top rubies for your junk. Or do you see anything you'd like to buy? I don't. Oh, we gotta buy the bait bag. Gotta buy that right now. Got the bait bag. You can keep plenty of bait in this convenient satchel. It has 8 pouches for storing bait. Press Y, Z, or X to see what's inside, then press Y, Z, or X again to get your bait ready to use. Love that voice line too. You're the greatest. I'll never forget you. I'm going to make a member's card just for you. You buy lots of things and build up your points. Something good will happen to you. Something very good indeed. It's called I Will Be Rich. My shop is kind to its customers. No other shop will do this sort of thing for you, I'll have you know. Now you have 1 point saved up. You should try to save up 30 points so you can earn a silver membership. Alright, so we're going to buy some bait. Because that'll be useful later. You got all-purpose bait. Animals will be drawn to this gourmet pet food the moment you put it down. It has 3 portions. Choose your bait bag on the item screen, then set this bait to Y, Z, or X to use it. Thank you! I'll buy 3 servings of bait. I think that'll be enough for now. And then I'll buy, I think, 2 pairs. You got a whole pair. This special bait allows you to take control of seagulls. Choose your bait bag on the item screen and set it to Y, Z, or X to use it. When controlling seagulls, tap A to flap your wings and accelerate, press R to quit. Thank you. We love Beetle. Thank you. We love Beetle. Bye. Oh, I gotta get it again. Bye. Come again. I love Beetle. Who doesn't like Beetle? Actually, if you don't like Beetle, I don't know what's wrong with you. But yeah, so I guess that's going to be the end of our little first part here of this little Wind Waker session here. So yeah. Something. I'll see you guys next time. I know you've caught a tradition here, but I'm terrible at ending things. That's just how I am. Pickles.